Hey besties, hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why men prefer hoes over the good girl. Yes, don't forget to get your cup of coffee, get a glass of wine, and let us sip into this tea.
Ladies, it's true. Men love bitches. They fall in love with bitches. I'm serious. You think I'm joking. I'm not. Because here's what you're not understanding. You could give a guy wifey qualities from the jump. You could be the nice, affectionate girl. You know, I'm so sweet. I'm over all the time. What do you need, honey? You need a foot rub? You need this, need that? Let me tell you something. That's fun. And a guy's going to accept that. And he's going to roll with that. But what is he going to do? He's going to chew you up. He's going to spit you out. And he's going to say, hey, thanks for that. That was really nice. But there's just no chemistry. There's that extra feeling, that extra mojo that I needed in the relationship. And how many times that happened to you, girls? Probably all the time. What you don't get is that we want to turn bitches into wifey type. That's what we truly want. That's who we're really going to fall in love with. The girl that makes it hard. The girl that's independent. The girl that's doing her own shit. The girl that knows her own value. The girl that does not allow us in very quickly. The girl that takes her time and makes sure that we're not fucking around. That's the girl that we're going to fall in love with. Ladies, it's true.
Men always say they want a good girl, they want a good wife, they want a wife material, they want the type of woman who is going to be his peace of mind, in their words. But every time they get into a relationship with a good girl, they end up mistreating her, they end up treating her like a doormat, and basically cheating on her with a hoe. This is what has happened in so many situations and in so many relationships with men who have dated good women. There are a lot of good women who are single today because they wasted their time, effort, energy building up a man, and this man ended up abandoning them to be with a hoe. There are a lot of men who are married, they are ruining their homes, ruining their marriages to be with hoes. But men will come online and talk about the fact that they want to be with a good woman, they want a good woman. They say this, but guess what they really want? They want a woman who is a hoe. They want a woman who is exciting.
You know what I've come to the conclusion of? Some men will never treat you right because he's attracted to hoish women. These are typically the men that were deep in love with women who cheated on them constantly or was in a toxic relationship where they cheated back and forth on each other. And the good girls he encountered, he messed over them constantly because the good girl is not what he truly wants. After a while, he sees the good girl as boring because she doesn't bring him any problems, and he loves the thrill of feeling unwanted and mistreated. And he knows in today's world it's unacceptable to wife a hoe or he get clowned for it, which is why he uses good girls for the image of relationship publicly while privately still dealing with hoes. This is why a lot of men claim they don't like hoes but will ruin a happy relationship for one. Free game, ladies.
There are a lot of you women, you are scared to demand certain things from men because you don't want these men to see you as a bad girl. You don't ask for money from your boyfriend, you don't ask for money from your husband, you don't ask for money from your partner because you think asking for money from a man makes you a gold digger, it makes you look materialistic, it makes you look difficult. And because of this, you're scared. Well, guess what? The same man who you're scared to ask for money from is going to take that money and spend it on a hoe. He's going to take that money and spoil a hoe. He's going to take that money and spoil a body. There are a lot of you women, you're in relationships with men who are taking hoes on vacations. They are taking these women on vacations. The bad girls are getting spoiled. They are getting the best out of relationships. But there you are, being the good girl, being the understanding girlfriend. You're getting crumbs. You're getting leftovers. On your birthday, he can't even do anything for you because he knows that you're always going to be understanding. You've decided to play the role of an understanding girlfriend. So guess what? He is basically going to keep giving you the bare minimum because you're accepting it. But a bad girl, a hoe, is never going to accept the bare minimum. She knows what she deserves. And if a man is not providing, if he's not protecting, if he's not giving her what she expects from a relationship, she bounces, she leaves. She does not have time to sit and negotiate or trying to understand the fact that he's broke. The minute she realizes that he is broke, she does not have the patience to deal with it. She leaves. She doesn't deal with broke men. She goes after men who can take care of her. She goes after men who can provide for her. She goes after men who can protect her. What I'm basically trying to say is, men will say they want a good girl, but they end up mistreating the good girl. They end up cheating on the good girl. They give the good woman the bare minimum and they spoil the hoes. But the good girl, the understanding girlfriend, is treated as a doormat. They will even wife a good woman and they will cheat on this good woman with a hoe. This is what a lot of them do. And the reason they wife these good women is because they want a good woman for the image. They know that if they are dating a hoe or they are married to a hoe, they are going to get dragged for it by their fellow men. They don't want their fellow men to drag them for being in a relationship with a hoe or a bad girl. So guess what? They are going to look for the best. A good woman who is going to keep her mouth shut. They are basically looking for a stooge. A woman who is going to tolerate their BS, tolerate their bad behavior. A woman who is basically weak. A woman who is going to be the biggest stooge. That is the kind of woman they are looking for. They will take this woman, wife her, put her in the home, and go out into the street and cheat on this woman with the women they really do want to be with. The hoes.
Every man like a bad woman and a bitch inside the house. I repeat, every man likes bad girls. Don't let no man deceive you. Every man like a bad woman. When I say bad woman in the bedroom, a bad woman in the kitchen. Let me tell you something. If you are not bad in the house, your husband or your man is going to end up being with a bad woman outside. There must be some level of ashawo vibes, some level of seduction, some level of attraction. Do you know you must even know how to work seductively? Seduce your man. Finish him at home. Don't be kind to him. When I say don't be kind to him sexually. Finish him. Give him the best. Because many of you behave like a flayful. You behave as if, see, it is good for you to be cultured as a woman. I agree. But your culture is to be outside. Represent your husband well outside. Culture your children. But when it comes to your man, finish him in the bedroom. Finish him in the parlor. Finish him in the room. Finish him in the kitchen. Why is that? Most people just like to make love only in the bedroom. Add spices to your love life. What happened to the kitchen? What happened to the bedroom? I mean, to the corridor. What happened to the swimming pool? What happened to the parlor? What happened to the even the garage? What happened to inside the car? I know some people look at me now. What kind of pastor in this one? In this one, a pastor? No, I'm a reverend father to whom brain is given, sense is expected. Every man like a bad girl. Don't let them deceive you. It is what it is.
You're in a relationship with a guy, he tells you, I don't want a girl who wears makeup, I don't want a girl who puts on something revealing, something short. He tells you he doesn't want you to go out, he doesn't want you to get your nails done. He basically chooses the type of outfit he wants you to wear. He basically restricts you from doing certain things because he believes that these things are done by bad girls. But guess what? As he is restricting you from getting your hair done, from getting your makeup done, from doing your nails, guess what? He's going to be cheating on you with a girl who does all the things he doesn't want you to do. He's going to tell you, oh, makeup artists are slay queens, girls who put on color hair are bad girls, girls who get their makeup done, their nails done are hoes. But guess what? These are the type of women he's going to be following on Instagram. These are the type of women he's going to be stalking on Instagram, texting them, getting to know them, trying to dive into their DMs and link up with them, take them out on a date, spoil them, take them out on vacations, cheat on you with these women. But these are the very same women he doesn't want you acting like. He's going to cheat on you with the very same woman he doesn't want you acting like. He will tell you, I don't want you to put this on, I don't want you to wear this, I don't want you to wear that. Because guess what? When he goes out with his boys and you're not around, he is looking at all the women who put on those very same outfits he doesn't want you to wear. He's looking at all the women who get their nails done, their hair done, because he doesn't want you to look good, because he knows other men are going to be looking at you. Because that's what he's doing. That's what he does when you're not around. That's what he does when you're not watching. So they say they want a good woman, but deep down in their hearts of hearts, they want a hoe. They want a woman who is exciting. Hoes are exciting. The good girl is boring. And do you know why the good girl is boring? It's because he can easily control you. He can easily control the good girl. He can manipulate the good girl. He basically turned the good girl into his stooge, into a puppet. He can get you to do whatever he wants you to do, and you're going to do it. But a hoe has boundaries. A hoe has a say in whatever she wants to do. He cannot easily control a hoish woman. A woman who knows what she wants, who lives on her own terms, who deals with men on her own terms. I'm not saying you guys should be bad girls, but I'm just trying to tell you guys that good women get nothing out of relationships. Good women basically suffer the most in relationships, and even when they get married they still suffer in marriages. You're a good woman, you think, oh, because I'm married to this man, I am going to be getting the best of everything. But he gets married to you, he keeps you at home, and basically just keeps you to raise his kids. Definitely he wants a good woman to raise his kids, he wants a good girl who is going to raise his kids, because he believes that a good woman will do a perfect job in raising children. But deep down in his heart of hearts, he wants to spend most of his time with the hoe. There are a lot of men who come back home late at night because they are with the hoe. They travel on vacations, they take hoes on vacations. You are in a relationship with a guy, you're scared to ask him for money. You're scared to ask for bare minimum things that a guy is supposed to do for his girlfriend. But guess what? This man is doing these things for a hoe. He's taking a hoe out on vacations. There are girls who are being flown out by other people's boyfriends. There are girls who get spoiled who get spoiled on a daily basis by men who are married, by men who are in other relationships. These women are getting spoiled, and these men can't even do the things for the women they are dating or for the women they are married to, but they are doing these things for their side chicks. They are doing these things for hoes. But there you are, being the good girl. Oh, I don't want to wear makeup. Oh, I don't want to ask him for money. I don't want him to see me as a bad girl. I don't want him to see me as this. I want to be the perfect woman for him. Well, guess what? You're losing. Because there's another woman out there who is doing the exact opposite of what you're doing, and she's getting everything that she deserves and wants out of a relationship and out of a man. So when men say they want a good girl, they basically just want a stooge who they can control and manipulate. But they end up cheating on this good girl with a hoe. But because they know that society is going to drag them for being with a hoe, they would rather marry the good girl and spend the rest of their lives cheating on these good women with hoes. There are thousands of good women who are single, and do you know why they are single? It's because they have bailed men up for other women. They stayed in relationships building these men up, sacrificing their time, their effort, their energy, putting so much into this relationship and so much into these men, and these relationships led to nothing. These men ended up leaving them for other women, ended up abandoning them for other women, ended up mistreating them, abusing them, taking advantage of the fact that they are good girls. So if you're a good girl and you're watching this video, if there's one thing I want to tell you is have boundaries. Be a good girl, but have a lot of boundaries. Let your walls be high, so high that if a guy has to break down those walls, it should be worth it. Because when you're a good woman, there are a lot of men who are going to take advantage of the fact that you have a good heart. They are going to take advantage of the fact that you're empathetic. They are going to use you. They are going to manipulate you. They will take advantage of the fact that you love them and play you. The good girl always ends up getting played, getting used, getting manipulated, whereas the hoe is living the best life. Hoes are basically living their best lives. Hoes women are the highest women who enjoy relationships. But there you are, the good girl. You think being a good girl is going to get the ring, but it doesn't get the ring. You're going to stress in this relationship. You build the man up and he ends up leaving you for another woman. And even if being the good girl gets you the ring, guess what? He is going to still cheat on you with a hoe. And most at times, when he cheats on you with this hoe, he may end up still leaving you for the hoe and marrying her someday in the future. This is what I want you guys to understand. So many divorces are taking place today because men are married to women they don't really want to be with. They marry these women for the image. They marry these women because they could easily control these women. They could easily manipulate these women. They knew that these women can be their stooge. So they marry these women, not really because they love these women. One thing I want you guys to understand is men are looking for women that they want to, that they can control. They are looking for women that are yes men. Women who do everything they say and do everything they expect. These are the kind of women they want to get married to. Men love hoes. They always fall in love with hoes. Every time you see a guy heartbroken, every time you see a guy stressed up, crying over a girl, most at times it's a hoe. They are mostly heartbroken by women who are hoes. You would hardly ever see a guy crying over a good girl. Most of the times they cry over good women when they have dated these good women, mistreated these good women, and lost these good women to other men, and they have not been able to find a replacement before they start regretting, oh, I had a good woman and I lost her. But most at times it's a hole that gets them heartbroken. Most at times it's a hole that puts a man in his feelings. If you see a guy in his feelings, most at times it's because of a hole. Yes, you would hardly ever see a guy heartbroken because of a good woman. But when you see him heartbroken because of a hole, it's deep. And that's why most of them, when they get heartbroken because of holes, they turn into F-boys, they turn into players. Because these women really did put them through it, really got him in his feelings. So guys, I'm not saying you guys should be bad girls. I'm not saying you guys should be hoes. But what I'm just trying to let you guys understand is if you're a good girl, make sure you have healthy boundaries. Protect your heart, protect your emotions, protect your feelings. They will use you, they will play you. You're in a relationship with a guy, you put in so much into him, but he's just using you. You're a good girl in a relationship, and on your birthday, your boyfriend can spoil you. He can take you out on a date. But guess what? The woman he's cheating on you with, he's going to borrow money from his friends to take her out on a date. He's going to borrow money from you to take a hoe on a vacation, to spoil a hoe. That's what so many women are going through in relationships. You're dating a guy and he makes excuses for why he cannot do certain things for you. He tells you, oh, I'm broke, I don't have money now. He makes empty promises, fake promises, false promises to keep you hooked in that relationship, promising to do things for you, and he never pulls through. But guess what? On a hoe's birthday, he is going to take her out on a date. He's going to make sure he spoils her, takes her out on a vacation. But you, who is the good girl, you who is the understanding girlfriend, you're getting nothing. You're getting breadcrumbs. You're getting the bare minimum because you've decided to accept the bare minimum. Know what you deserve, know your worth, and stand your ground. Period.
Nice girls finish last, okay? If you are too nice, if you are too giving, if you put other people's needs before your own, especially a man, you're gonna finish last, okay? You're not gonna get the man. He's gonna end up leaving you and cheating on you or treating you like trash. You're not gonna get what you want because you're too nice, okay? And don't listen to the men on these comments. All they want is an easy pushover that they can take advantage of. You've seen their comments. Oh, I just take advantage of it, hit it and quit it and leave. So when you make it a challenge to them, A, you're going to get rid of the people who are not potential long-term partners. B, you're only going to get the attention of people who take you seriously and respect you, okay? C, you're not going to get taken advantage of, okay? So using common sense, you should know that being a pushover, being a doormat, being too nice and giving to someone is not the answer. Okay, ladies, I don't care what you've been told, what you haven't been told. Think about this. Every woman that your man runs back to and leaves you for is bitch. Okay? Why? Because that's what men like. They won't ever admit it, but that's what they like. Okay? They don't like the good girl. It gets boring after about a month. Then they're ready for something exciting, something challenging, something that will keep them on the edge of their seats, something that they can actually work for. Okay? If you give everything up too easy, oh, I love you, I'll do whatever you want. After about a month, that gets old, and then he's off to the next one. Okay? So don't do it. Don't cook, don't wash dishes, don't do any of that. Nice girls finish last.
If you know the extent to which men will go to sleep with certain women, especially hoish women, you're going to be shocked. There are a lot of men who are spending their whole time dragging certain women online, talking about the fact that she's a hoe, I can't date her, I can't wife her, I can't be in a relationship with her, oh, she's ran through, she's this, she's that. But guess what? The very same women they are dragging online, the very same women they call hoes, they are the very same women who at night they are sliding in these women's DMs, trying to get in touch with these women, trying to sleep with these women. They are the very same women they are following on Instagram. He says he wants a good girl, but guess what? All the women he's following on Instagram are half naked. He's following all the Instagram baddies, the half-naked baddies on Instagram, but he says he wants a good woman. Look at how much OnlyFans models get every month. They spend millions on these women to watch their content online on OnlyFans. OnlyFans are basically the highest girls who make a lot of money right now. There are so many women who are making money from OnlyFans, and it is these men who are patronizing these women. They come on podcasts and drag these women, but every day they are on OnlyFans paying these women and increasing the money in their bank accounts. Some of them are begging to sleep with these women, if you guys don't know. But they say they want a good woman. They would sit with their friends, sit with other women and drag these women, call them hoes, but secretly wanting to be with these women.
Mentality of women being able to finesse men wouldn't happen if men kept their standards high with the women they invest in. There's no perks for being a good woman in this day and age. There's no market for it. You be a woman that doesn't show her body, isn't out in the club, doesn't get drunk, doesn't do this, doesn't dance, doesn't do all of these things. Or inbox is like tumbleweed. That's what your inbox will look like. If the standards of promiscuity were like, you're promiscuous, I ain't putting a penny in you, there would be no finessing. It would be impossible. But if strippers are making 10k a night, if girls with OnlyFans are making 10k a day, if a girl posts a thirst trap and gets flown out to Dubai, where are we going to direct women?
They are secretly wishing to sleep with these women. They are in these women's DMs begging to hook up with these women. But they are the very same women who they drag online, they drag amongst their friends. That's why I never hear when I never take a guy serious who slut shames a woman. Most of the times, the men who slut shame women, these very same women they slut shame, are the very same women they wish they had a chance with. They wish they could sleep with these women. At night, they are in these women's DMs. They are pretending to hate these women, but they wish they could get a piece of the cake. So many good women in relationships. You don't cheat on your boyfriend. You're faithful to this man. You do everything just so that this man should wife you, just so that this man should see that you're serious. And he ends up abandoning you for a hoe. He ends up cheating on you for a hoe. You're doing everything. You're trying to prove to this guy that you're the perfect wife material. He sees you as a dummy. He sees you as a fool. Most of the times when you don't even ask him for money, in his mind he knows he's running game on you. Because there's a woman out there who is asking him for money. There's a woman out there who is eating his money. And there you are, being an understanding girlfriend, being a dummy, being a fool, being boo-boo the fool, with a clown emoji. There are a lot of you in situations like this. Don't date men who don't spend money on you. Why are you scared to ask money from a man who is basically sleeping with you? Why are you scared to ask money from a guy who has access to your body? Whereas this man is going to take this money and spend on another woman out there. There's another woman out there who is asking for money from your boyfriend and making good use of your boyfriend's money. She's asking for money from your man and basically spending it very well on herself. But there you are, scared to ask because you want to portray this good girl image. You want to show this man that you're a wife material. Guess what? In his eyes, you are a fool. In his eyes, you're a dummy. So better start making good use of your man's money. Because if you don't make good use of your man's money, another woman will. Well, what I'm going to say is, I'm not advising you guys to be bad girls. I'm not advising you guys to be hoes. But I'm simply saying, if you're a good girl, make sure you have healthy boundaries, because men will use you. Men will take advantage of you. Take advantage of the fact that you have a good heart. And guess what? They will abandon you for a hoe. They will take and leave you feeling empty and broken. A lot of good girls are broken women today because they decided to be good women to men. And they ended up getting nothing out of it. There are so many good women today who are broken because of the type of men they were good to. They spend their energy, time and effort being good to men who ended up damaging them, who ended up leaving them broken and empty. So be very careful who you're being good to, who you're being a good woman to, who you're being an understanding girlfriend to. Be a good woman, but have a lot of boundaries, and be very cautious of who you're being a good woman to. So besties, we've come to the end of this amazing video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you learned so much from this video. Don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Drop your doubts, drop your experiences, drop anything that you have experienced which relates to this video. And I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye, love you.